Hello, lovelies. This is Heavenly, and if you want to know how I achieved this natural, dewy, soft makeup that I prepare for you guys, then you should keep on watching. First of all, we have to get our hair off our face. So I am going to use my little kitty ears that I love very much. Thank you. And now we're gonna prep our face, because prepping the skin is the most important part. I am using nature inspired 100% organic nourishing facial oil that I love very much too. It really leaves your skin very soft and beautiful. Now I'm using Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade of nude ivory for a light neutral skin. This is cruelty free, and I just lightly dot it on my skin, and then with my hands I really blend it in that foundation. Like, I love to use my hands for foundation. Leaves it looking very natural, and it's very hygienic, like comparing to sponges and brushes that contain a lot of bacteria. I always clean my hands before makeup and ensure that, you know, I'm not applying any dirt or bacteria to my face. um Now I'm using Elf's Cover Everything concealer. It's very cheap, it's very good. It's in the shade of light, and I don't use much. I just use it where I need it and blend that out just to look very natural. And I don't look like using too much makeup because, with this tropical climate, it gets very humid, and then, I don't want to look like a cake at the end of the day. So just apply makeup where you need it, and it will always like assure a natural um look. So now I'm using this famous powder, the Airspun, the loose face powder. I'm using it in the shade of honey beige, and you know, I just dab it into my skin as lightly as possible because you don't want to move where you put on that foundation. So I use very little, blend it very well for not to look cakey. Remember, we want to keep that shine on our face, that dewiness. Looks very healthy. Now I'm saying I look pale. Just use very little. So yeah. Now moving on to eyeshadow. We're gonna use Smashbox. And the packet that is drawn in decked out, I believe it's called. Um, we're using the Sultry Eye Palette. First, we're going with the platinum on the eyelids, and very much use it as a transition color because we want to look shiny. We want to look natural. Like, we just woke up like this, with this brightness on our face. And now we're using the color Hang on the eye crease. Sorry, eye crease, to create that dimension and that like light shadow on our eyes, like to start framing the eyes, creating that dimension. I have hooded eyelids, so I have to create that look and that dimension I want. I keep using that word a lot, but it's like, what else can I use to describe it? um so we want to create that deepness on our eyes and elongate the eye, like always lifting the eye. So now I'm using a little darker shadow from the palette Tantalizing Taupe, and I'm gonna use it for under my eyes as well. Then I'm going to use the lightest shade on that palette to brighten my inner eye corner. So now I'm using this Wet n Wild mascara, the Max Volume Plus. It's the waterproof one, and I really like this. Uh, it really gives a really nice shape to my eyelashes. So that was like 45 minutes on my eyelashes. Practically, I really take a long time. So now we're moving to contour, and the brush was in front of my face. Obviously, like everything, and I don't ever see them. So with the most minimum amount, you're gonna start framing your face, and just really going into that contour, but just work as light as possible in the beginning. So it's like you can apply more, you could always apply more, so you should always start from the most minimum amount, because you can always get in there really and work your way through the deepness, but you cannot like go very dark and go lighter then, and that requires a lot of blending. So blend, and blend. You don't want any sharp lines, you want it to look natural, obviously. So little by little, I'm using whatever it's in my brush right now to really create a soft nose contour, because I don't like that rigid, like super obvious nose contour. Holy shit. See what I told you? See what I just told you? Like, I blended the shit out of that, obviously. So I'm just gonna keep blending and keep working my way through this. Blend and blend. Remove that papa. That potato face. Say goodbye to potato face with this awesome neck contour. This is the Wet n Wild contouring one, because I broke mine. Please don't judge me. Anyways, moving on. I am going to brush my eyebrows because I tinted mine, so they're pretty basically done. Now with blush, I'm using the Princessa mineral blush, like in this shade of like a dusty rose, light rose color. I put it on my cheeks, a little bit on my nose, my forehead, my chin. I like that blushed look. It looks very cute, I think. So, yes. And this is very pigmented, so use very little, the most, and then you build in the color. Now for highlight, I'm using Smashbox Turn It On Pearl on my cheekbones, on my brow bone, and pretty much everywhere. I love this stuff. It's so cute, so shiny, makes your skin look so healthy. It's beautiful, really. And now for lips, I'm using Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade, like this shade is like a dusty rose, I believe. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, please. I will really gladly appreciate it. So thank you for watching.